Hello everyone, welcome to Artist Corner. Hello beautiful people, it is me Britt back with another video, and today I am starting a series I've been wanting to start for a while. I've been wanting to start this series called Artist Corner. You can call it a podcast, but I've been wanting to really do this series because it's a way for me to not only be creatively free, but also talk to you guys. I like podcasts that are real, that relate to what I do. And I don't see a lot of art creative podcasts out there where, you know, creatives talk about their struggles, not only just with creating, but how their life and whatever they go through affects or inspires whatever they create. And I want to create like this chill sit down. I'm on the floor actually recording this. I want to change up the setup as the episodes go on, where it feels like I'm just creating something, just like talking to a friend over FaceTime. Whatever I feel like creating that day. Today I'm going to be crocheting some things, whatever. But I'm going to be creating something while also talking about whatever's on my mind. Usually, I plan on having guests on maybe later in episodes. But I want to start with this right here. We're just me chilling and relaxing. And yeah. Before we get started into the video, if you aren't already, hit that like button and subscribe and follow me on all of my social medias. So you know when I post new videos. And if you like this episode, you'll be notified when this comes out. So let's get right into the video. Today I want to talk about change. Change is good, but when you have controlling issues, it's kind of hard to let go and let change happen. That's the first thing. Even if you know like change is going to be good, but what am I trying to say? Okay, not even just control. You need to be in control of the situation. It's usually you're so used to coping like this. You're so used to this thing that you know it's bad for you, but because you feel so safe with it, you don't want to let it go. And that's pretty much what I'm struggling with right now. I'm suffering from a little creative block. Like, I feel drained, and I know what's draining me, first of all. I know what is, or the thing that I need to do to like fill up my energy back again. But it's so hard to not do this thing because I feel less secure, or I don't even feel secure at all with this. It just feels so comfortable. It's the thing that I've held on to when I was little as a way to cope with situations, with my fear, with my anxiety. And it's just so hard to do. I know I need to let this thing go, but I keep giving, you know how like you have to have self-discipline to make a change, but you just keep on making the wrong decision even though you know it's bad. That's pretty much what I'm going through. I don't feel inspired by my surroundings, one. So that's one thing. And I've been so dependent on music to be a source of inspiration. Like, yes, it's okay to be inspired by music, but I feel like I've had a dependence on needing to listen to music. Also using it as an excuse to distract me from this situation that I'm trying to move on from. Healing is never easy, okay? Healing is never easy. And I want to heal these issues with me, but I always keep saying but I keep holding myself back, pretty much. And how I'm feeling right now, which I will be, when I post this episode, during this week of when I post this episode, I'll be posting a video or some pictures that post how I feel, but I'm not like the proudest of this one because I just feel like, I don't know, I don't feel as inspired. Like, I can feel inspired by a project or come up with an idea, but then it's like reality hits me again, you know? I guess I use sometimes my creative works as a way to escape reality, fantasize, whatever. But I just feel so uninspired right now. I don't like my surroundings, the environment I'm in, the neighborhood I'm in. A lot of changes are happening, or change is trying to happen, but I keep holding on to a lot of old stuff, which is preventing me from moving on to something new and better. Change is scary. I think the main thing where I'm understanding, one, I have a lot of anxiety that I need to ground, just so much. I need to ground like crazy because I have so much anxiety, along with me trying to release a lot of the fucking bullshit, you know, trauma, energy, whatever, trying to heal that and release it. And then at the same time, I just hate myself. That's the main thing that's making me uninspired, because I want to do so many things, but I just feel super uninspired. And then another thing is like this distraction. So my distraction is, it may sound stupid to everyone, but you know, it's real. It can happen. As a kid, I would cope with a lot of situations by escaping through television, movies. So it's become an attachment to me of how I escape my everyday reality. And you know, as social media, you know, started to get big in the internet, I would always be on YouTube, on Netflix, all that. So it's become a routine of mine where I barely get anything done because it's such a distraction to me. And it may sound not serious, but it's a very serious thing. There are things I want to do or want to learn. I have a fear of sometimes accomplishing those things. Or there's, you know what it is? It's the fear of not being able to execute it. I don't know what, like, I don't know how to really describe it. You know how, like, when you come up with an idea, and sometimes it's the execution that you're more worried about. Like, I could be super anxious about how I'll execute this. will it turn out how I want it to turn out? Because I always have these expectations that are larger than what I can actually execute. And sometimes I'm not fully pleased with it. Which also ties into the validation part, which is what I'm going to get into later. Needing validation as a creative. How can I be validated within my own work? How can I be validated within my ideas without needing to see the likes or comments? Yeah, there it is. I just hit it on the nail. That's what it is. There are a lot of things I gotta work through, guys. Yes, this past year, I'm proud of the progress I made, because I used to just really shit on myself, used to not make content, used to tell myself that, and also make these self-deprecating jokes or whatever to not be confident in my craft and not do my craft, just to make myself feel, because I always felt lesser than people, than the ones around me. And this past year, it's still some more work, but I'm proud of myself for how I've gotten so far with what I do, which is feeling good about my ideas. Now, when I say that, I mean knowing that I'm creative and talented. Like, I know these things. I am so proud of myself with all the projects I've done this past year and the past few months, recently. I know, like, with my self-confidence and how I look, I'm so proud of the progress I've made. I don't have an issue posting, but for certain things, though, I definitely have a problem. I question myself on whether it's good enough or not. And that comes from me tying in my work. Like, my worth is connected to my achievements. So I feel like if I'm not growing fast enough, which is a trauma that once again I have to heal, but if I don't accomplish something, I feel not good enough. Because let's be honest, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like I'm not as accomplished as my peers around me. You know, you see everyone around you, you know, being recognized for their content, everyone getting features or, you know, sponsorships and deals. And it's not the jealousy. Like, I'm proud of them. They all worked hard for what and they rightfully deserve it. I just feel sometimes like, is my work not good enough either? Is it not good enough? And I don't want to cry. But that's like the child in me, where I feel like I need the big things to feel great. I need the tons of followers and likes and maybe a viral video. Or I may need, I don't know, money and big accomplishments like getting a job. And I don't know. No, I do know. I just want to be able to create and be happy. Because honestly, creating makes me happy, and I figured out that when I'm so worried on everyone else and the likes, I'm not so happy. I'm pretty sure it's a thing that we all go through and are trying to get through. I just want to really be like, I'm already proud of myself, but I don't feel like I'm fully proud of myself because the physical isn't really matching up with how I want it to be. Also, I want everything super fast, and learning patience has been so hard for me. Patience, 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 man, patience. Another thing I think also has an effect, and all my content creators, artists out there putting their work out there, because content creation and building a community is what we strive for. You know, yes, having the patience is so important. But you know, it's this thing of like, people aren't coming to me. People aren't, you know, really liking and following. What more do I have to do? And it's definitely a patience thing, which is something I lack. And then I get in my head about, because I think a lot of these ideas are amazing. And you see a lot of the times that sometimes one thing may get a like, and then you may feel like you want to keep doing that one thing to keep getting the likes, to keep getting and growing. But then what I notice is that with me, I'm not happy. My attention span is short. Not only that, it's just, I don't like to do the same thing all the time, you know? I feel bored when I keep doing the same type of thing. It's kind of like with makeup. Yes, I love to do makeup, but making content around my makeup looks is boring to me because it's not a thing I truly want to do. There's something about making a quote-unquote music video, because it's not my songs that I use, but making a story with a video and photography along with fashion that is just so good. It makes me happier. Actually, it makes me so happier when I do that. That's also another fear, because my ideas are so out there. If you guys think you've seen some things, you haven't seen nothing yet. I have a lot of big ideas I want to do, but because my ideas are so out there, I have a fear of people it may not get the recognition, but someone may see it and they may steal it, which is a fear of mine. Two, it not connecting with people because it's so different and it's so out there. It's a risk that I'm willing to take because my brand is pretty much, I'm building it to be yourself unapologetically, not caring about what other people think, which is also a journey with myself. It's not even just that, like, I am definitely learning to be more comfortable with my true self. It's still a journey for me to fully embody that in my everyday life. I don't know. I'm even fearful to put this episode out or start this series because I still have my insecurities of, well, what if I don't sound smart? What if I'm not fully connecting? What if I don't make sense? Do people want to hear me talk? Maybe people just want to do this. And like I said, even though I just said, be yourself unapologetically, do whatever you want, there's still that insecurity and fear that we all work through. I'm not gonna say, I don't want to paint myself as like this perfect person. Yeah, I'm healed and I'm perfect and I'm always happy, because healing is just never ending, and it is a struggle. It is really getting into a lot of your fears and insecurities and being honest and truthful with yourself, and to sit here and say like, yeah, I'm myself all the time and I don't care. I don't care. Like, there's a lot, there's to a certain extent where I don't care. But I still struggle. I still definitely struggle with some things that I need to really tackle. And rewiring the brain is not an overnight process. I just wanted to start this series because I know I'm not alone out there as a creative, or even if you're not a creative, just with a lot of the same struggles and whatever you want to do, your craft, doctor, engineer, pilot, whatever it is. I feel like I know there are people out there who struggle with a lot of the same issues I do, with doing what you want, a block creatively for all my creatives out there, validation, self-worth. I just want to know, how can I create without the worry? How can I create just for me?